In this video, I want to demonstrate how to finish the programming for the bottom of the part by adding the holes. So we have 4 holes here that need to be spot drilled, drilled, and tapped. So I'm going to make sure the insert arrow is in the correct location. Then I'm going to choose the drill tool path. I'll wait for the window to open up. And I'm going to select 4 circles. Now I can choose to mask on arc, or I can just come out here and say there's 4 circles. I want to be careful and make sure it shows the center point. It does when I select each one. Because if I'm not careful, I can get it to show the quadrant, and I don't want to drill on the edge of the hole, I want to drill in the center. So there I've selected all 4 holes. It shows me the order they'll be drilled in, and that's fine. I'll say OK. And this window will open up. So I'll go to Tool, select the Library tool. I'm going to go Filter. And this time I want to start with a spot drill, so it sees spot drill. And I'm going to right click here and I'm going to tell it the diameter of an arc because I don't remember what size holes these are. So I'll select it and it's 0.3. So I'm just going to tell it to show me all spot drills that are greater than 0.3. And I'll say OK. And I see all my spot drills. I'm going to choose a 3/8 spot drill. So I select the 3/8 spot drill because when I read the sheet it says select appropriate tools. Great. So I know these are 1/4 tapped holes. The drilling will go 0.650 deep, the tap will go 1/2 inch deep, and here I need to leave a 0.3 diameter 90-degree countersink that I can do with my 3/8 spot drill. So I have it selected, I'll say OK. And again, I want to follow what the sheet says for speeds and feeds. It says the cutting speed for all drills is 500. The feed per tooth is 5 thou. And I'm going to add an appropriate comment with the caps lock on. So I'm going to say spot holes to leave the 25 thou chamfer. Next, I'm going to come down here to cut parameters. I want the drill counterbore cycle, and I forget what my RPM is. So I'm going to come back here to Tool. I forget everything. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to press Control-C on my keyboard to copy it. Then back to cut parameters because the dwell time is important. So I'm going to put the equation. I'm going to say 1 divided by Control-V paste times 60, and there I have my dwell time. So then I want to go to linking parameters. Again, I'm going to make these absolute. I'm just going to tell it to retract 100 thou above the part. That'll be lots. There's nothing in the way. And my depth, I'm going to right click here and I'll tell it to make the radius of an arc. I'll choose this arc here, and I just need to make that negative because it needs to go into the part. And if I wanted to, I could use Mastercam's tip calculator, but I'm not going to bother with that. So the next thing I need to do, I want to double check everything. I have my cut parameters set up right. Have my linking parameters, so I need some coolant. So I'm going to turn the coolant on, say OK. This tool path looks good. So now I'm just going to copy and paste it and alter it to suit the remaining toolpath needs. To do that, here it's highlighted. I'm going to select it. I'm going to push Control-C on my keyboard to copy, and I'm going to click here. I'm going to push Control-V, and now I've pasted it. So now this will become the drilling tool path. So I'm going to click on the parameters, go back to the tool, select it from the library, filter, and now I don't want the spot drill, so I'm going to say none. I want just a regular drill, so I have to hover over these till I find it. Here it is, the drill. And I'm going to say show me all drills that are less than 202, because I know I want a 0.201 drill. So I'm going to say OK. Just come down to the bottom of the list. Here it is, the number 7 drill. Select it. Again, I'll say OK. I'm going to put this back to 500 so it recalculates everything. And this time I'm going to tell it to drill the holes. And they're not leaving a chamfer, so I'll just get rid of that. So I've told it to drill the holes. I have the speed and feed recalculated. I'm going to come down here to cut parameters. I'm going to tell it I want the peck drilling cycle. And then I'm going to read, and it says, oh, when peck drilling, make each peck 1/8 of an inch. So this needs to become 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to go to linking parameters. The depth is given to me as 650. Top of stocks till 0. Because I copied it, the coolant's on. I'll say OK. I'll regenerate that tool path. I'll push Alt-S so I can see the cut line, and it goes down to the bottom of the hole. And one more time, I'm going to copy this one. So Control-C again. Then I'm going to say Control-V to paste it. and I accidentally pasted it twice. So I'm just going to right click on this one and delete it. Tell it yes. So if I go back up, here's my spot drilling toolpath. Here's my drilling. This needs to become my tapping. So I'm going to select its parameters. Go to Tool, select Library Tool, Filter, None. This time I want a right-handed tap. And I'm going to say show me all taps that equal 1/4 inch. There'll be 2. I want the 1/4 20. I'll select it. I'll say OK. I'm going to set the RPM to 800 because that's what the sheet tells me to do. It should recalculate the feed to 40. And this time I'm going to set the comment to tap holes. And I forgot to turn caps lock on, so I'll do that again with the caps lock on. Remember, small letters won't load into most machines. So I'll go to the cut parameters. I'll change this to the tapping cycle. I'll go to linking parameters, and I'll change the depth to -1/2 inch. I'll say OK. I'll regenerate that toolpath, and then I'll just double check. So I have my contour toolpath, I have my facing, I have my drill with the spot drill, I have my drilling, peck drilling with the 201 number 7 drill, and then I have my tap. This side is good and complete, so I'll save my work, and we'll continue there in the next video.